Welcome to another episode with The Unspecialist. Last time around, we closed off the series on the New Year's and the outlook for this year. So today, this upload is going to be about something that might spark an interesting discussion. The topic for today's upload is life is a game. Now that I'm introducing a new topic, I'm going to have to start from the basics or start from the definition. So I looked in the Webster's dictionary and picked out two sub-definitions that I think would do well to frame the discussion ahead of the word game. So the first one is a game is defined as a field of gainful activity. For example, the newspaper game. The second is a game is defined as any activity undertaken or regarded as a contest involving rivalry, strategy, or struggle. For example, the dating game, the game of politics, or also the course or period of such an activity. For example, I got into aviation early into the game. Now, it's very easy to view life as a game because like an RPG or role-playing game, we're all born into our own unique set of circumstances. We write our own story as we go along through life. We all have attributes that we're born with, for instance, our appearance, skin color, height, etc. And we all have skills that we would pick up and develop throughout our lifetimes. And of course, we all have this one power called choice, which essentially determines what path we take throughout our lives and the results of whatever decisions we make throughout our life. And interestingly enough, many, if not most people, pursue power so that they can have the freedom or the privilege to make more choices or to have more control over the outcomes in their life. And when saying or considering this, there's often a lot of people who think that such a statement, life is a game, trivializes the nature of life. And for those people, I want them to consider this. We've always treated and referred to life as a game, consciously or subconsciously. We all talk about the hand we were dealt and playing it as best as we can. Or we say, don't hate the player, hate the game. And when you consider something like this, you realize that saying life is a game is just a matter of perspective. And like I said, we all still have the power of choice. So you can choose not to see things this way. However, to further expand on the topic, I'm going to get right into some things that stood out in the definition above. So let's take a look back at it. I decided to pick out three keywords from up there: rivalry, strategy, and struggle. And the truth is, if you want to view life as a game, you'll start recognizing these things, rivalry, strategy, and struggle, in pretty much everything that you do in every situation that you encounter. For example, rivalry. You'll have to compete at some point on some level in your life to succeed. We can see competition appear in so many different forms throughout life, in school, in its rankings, even within a workplace we establish hierarchies, and in the games or sports that we play, which are just in many situations, or in all situations actually, microcosms of life itself. There's rivalry, this competition. And it's here where you see that strategy is also important as well. You have to use the attributes you're born with and your skills as effectively as possible to navigate and be successful in life. Equally, if not more important, is efficiency and productivity. Time is a finite resource. It feels infinite, but you don't ever know how much time you have exactly. So it's really important to be as efficient and productive with whatever time you have, because any time beyond the time that you have now and are making use of now, you have no idea what that time holds, or if you even are going to be alive to take advantage of that time. And this concept, or the fact that death or the inability to continue doing anything in life, because you may not necessarily die, but something really bad can happen that prevents you from being able to properly maximize the time available to you. This is where struggle comes in. And that's something that we all have to deal with. The majority of people will not be born into a struggle-free life, or will they ever see a struggle-free life. But the end goal for many of us is to achieve a life with as little struggle as possible. It's something many of us aspire to, and it's something that we can see humans have always aspired to throughout the course of history. Now, this video is just the introduction, and I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but at every level of life, you can see a game. This is a topic that I'll revisit many times in the future, but for now, I just want to leave you guys with some words that I happen to find randomly online, and I don't know whose words they are, but they definitely resonated with me. And I quote, "Life is a game of cards. You did not invent the game, nor did you frame the rules. You have no control over the cards dealt to you, but you are there to play. A good player, even with a bad hand of cards, will play well and emerge a winner. A bad player, even with the best of cards, will play badly and lose. How are you playing it?" End quote. And I just want to add to the end of that quote, not just how are you playing it, but between the good player and the bad player, which one are you? So before I leave, I just have one more thing to say that hopefully would be some food for thought. At the macro level, the game is also referred to as the Matrix. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, and share your views or any potential video topics. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and when you do subscribe, please hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss an upload from me. This is the Unspecialist saying, life is a game. How do you play?